The man had a terrifying nightmare. He dreamed that his mother had died. Startled awake, he immediately tried to call her, but no matter how many times he dialed, the call wouldn't go through. Not long ago, he had made contact, via radio, with his father from 30 years in the past. He had warned him about a fire, saving his life, but that single change had altered the past in ways he couldn't imagine. Shaken, the man, John, went straight to the police station. There, Tony handed him a stack of case files. 10 victims had been brutally murdered, and to this day, the killer had never been found. But in John's memory, there had only been 3 victims, and the murders had long since stopped. He flipped through the case files, trying to make sense of the new victims, but then his heart sank. One of the names was his mother. She was now one of the murdered. Devastated, John rushed home and immediately contacted his father in the past. He told him how his mother died, and begged him to stop the killer before it was too late. They had no idea who the killer was, but John knew exactly when and where the next victim would be targeted. 2 days later, his father went to a local bar. Using the description John gave him, he quickly identified the next victim, and stayed close to her the entire night. Meanwhile, back at the station, John noticed one file had vanished from his desk. That's when he realized their plan had worked. They'd changed the future. He updated his father and they prepared for the next attempt. Just like before, his father found the next potential victim and stayed with her, but this time, the killer came after him instead. The man struck hard, knocking John's father unconscious. Then, the killer rifled through his pockets, pulled out his wallet, and took his driver's license, just as he pulled out a rope and tried to strangle him. 2 drunk men happened to walk in, scaring the attacker away. When John's father came to, he rushed to the girl's house, but it was too late. She had already been murdered. He called John to tell him he had failed to stop the killer. Worse yet, the killer had stolen his ID. Now, they were both in danger, but John wasn't ready to give up. He said they could lift fingerprints from the wallet the killer had touched. The next day, John brought the wallet to the station and ran the prints. What he found shocked him to the core. The killer was a retired police officer.